Hello everyone, welcome back to Rosella Brina. This video will be about Haikyuu Fake Text female version of Atsumu featuring SakuAtsu and OsaSuna Part 1. This is a sequel from One Day a Girl Oikawa, so if you are interested you may watch that video first. I really appreciate all your feedback, support and love. Just for disclaimer, I only own the idea and story of this video. Haikyuu and the characters belong to the author, although the songs, the image and the video background are not mine. Please subscribe to my channel and give this video many likes. I would really appreciate a love and comment for the growth of this channel. Many thanks for you who click on this video. Please don't mind the mistakes and grammatical error because English isn't my first language. And now, please enjoy the story. I hope you like it and continue to give your love on this channel.
This is a sequel from One Day a Girl Oikawa. I remind you again that I used him and he instead of her and she because they're still men. Atsumu rolled over his bed. He felt his eyes heavy, as always, when he tried to wake up in the morning. Atsumu. Osamu kicked Atsumu's door open. Oi, get ready, we're. Alright, shut up. Atsumu groaned and sat still while rubbing his eyes. He frowned when he saw Osamu stood still on his door, not moving at all. Atsumu. What? Osamu was stunned to see the sight of his older brother. Or now older sister. You're Miya Atsumu, right? My bro? What kind of bullshit you're spouting right now? Atsumu groaned and scratched his head. Then he froze as he realized something. Specifically, his hair felt longer than usual. His pupils dilated at the feel of his long strain of hair. He shared eye contact with his twin, both faces mimicked each other. Samu. What happened to me? I don't know. I found you like that just now. My hair is long. Atsumu pulled his hair, then winced and massaged his hurt scalp. It's not a wig. Atsumu, if it's a prank it's not funny. We're practically almost late to morning practice. I'm not. Atsumu gulped and threw away his blanket. He looked down, checking his body. His face went pale when he groped his chest. He felt a strange and weird feeling like it's his body, yet it felt foreign. All his muscles were gone. Those biceps and abs he worked out hard for. Somehow replaced by a soft and smooth skin. You, check your... I know. Atsumu shut his eyes as he prayed. Please, at least my pride, please don't go. He hoped silently. But his face went white instantly as he saw his elephant trunk gone. He looked up at his brother with a dreadful face. It's gone. Osamu walked closer, then stood in front of his brother's bed. Suddenly he slapped Atsumu's cheek. You jerk. It hurts. It hurts, huh? Then it's real? Why don't you slap yourself? Why should I? It hurts. Atsumu scowled at his brother's narrow-minded brain. It's the purpose, right? To know if it hurts or not? He cursed. Never mind then, but what should I do now? I'll call Suna. Osamu quickly ran out of the room and fetched his phone to make a call to his boyfriend. Atsumu rolled his eyes while looking at his brother and grumbled. What will Suna do to solve this problem? He won't even believe it, I think. Atsumu braced himself and got up from bed. He walked towards the bathroom and eyed his reflection in the mirror. He noticed his height seemed to shorten a bit. He's still taller than most girls, but a bit petite for a man. Hell, he cursed as he realized he's shorter than his younger brother. Atsumu opened his shirt button one by one while frowning. Just what happened that caused him to change into a girl? Suddenly the bathroom door was opened. Atsumu. Suna said. Both twin froze, more like Atsumu went stiff as he realized he's half naked right now. Usually it wouldn't be a problem, since they're both men, but now. You dumbass. Get out. Osamu slammed the door and looked away with tomato face. He couldn't believe he just saw his sister's body naked top. Meanwhile, Atsumu ruffled his hair with frustrated sigh. What did Suna say? Atsumu asked loudly while removing all his clothes and went to take a bath. He may seem calm, but actually he still couldn't believe it isn't a dream. So he thought if he's awake enough he will get his body back, he thought. Unlike Oikawa, Atsumu was quite calm. He showered with ease because he got a few experiences with his exes, if you know what I mean. But don't tell Sakusa or else he will get mad. Well, actually, it's more because he didn't completely accept reality yet. He explained the situation to Kita-san, then he said his friend will come here. Atsumu frowned while washing himself. Kita-san's friend? Which one? Both twin went silence. I think the cheerleader's captain. What? How do you know? I'm not ignorant like you, idiot. What? Just hurry. Atsumu pouted, then quickly wrapped himself with towel. He almost opened the bathroom door when he looked down at his chest. Right, I need to cover this too. He wrapped his chest and watched himself in the mirror, then brushed his teeth as he forgot to do it. He eyed his face once again, then looked at his hair as he huffed. This hair is such a hassle. He murmured and dried his hair with hair dryer. Again he almost forgot that his hair was long now. Atsumu froze as he touched the mirror. His scream was heard even by Osamu, who was at the kitchen. What is it again? Atsumu didn't answer, his mouth was wide open, as he's finally awake right now. Now he panicked, as he ran towards his phone. He quickly dialed Oikawa's phone, because he seemed to remember something when he showered. People said most inspirations came when you bath. Kawa babe. Hello. Atsumu took a deep breath, let it out with a big huff. Did something happen to your body? Atsumu bit his lips at Oikawa's silence. Did you? Your body, I mean. You too? Atsumu gulped down, but deep down he felt relieved, as he's not alone. They talked a bit more, but Atsumu felt down the more he recalled about the situation. His mind was screaming in agony when he thought of his boyfriend. He pitied himself while thinking that Oikawa got his boyfriend to solve the problem together. Meanwhile, he only got his dumb twin. Omi. He was too distraught that he even forgot to text his boyfriend a good morning like usual. I hope Omi isn't mad. He sighed again, as he remembered they will have a date 2 days from today. What should I do if I didn't change back until then? Atsumu sighed again, now he's used to overthink things. Even his brother and his boyfriend often scolded him for doing it too much. Knock knock. Samu. He knitted his eyebrows as his brother never knocked on his door before. It's me, Suna. I'm with Kita-san's friend. Atsumu thought for a while, then he recalled Osamu mentioned something about the cheerleaders captain. Right. But for what though? I heard about you from Kita, you can call me Akira or just Aki. Atsumu opened the door, letting the girl in his room, while Suna looked away from him. Alright. He thought while closing the door, he's still wrapped in towel. He's praying silently so that Osamu won't tell his boyfriend he brought a girl inside his room. Well, actually it's worse to bring a man inside in this condition. Then? Why did Kita-san send you here? Atsumu didn't even want to question why the girl doesn't seem to freak out at all. The girl only smiled and showed a bag full of stuff. What's this? Atsumu took out the inside of the bag. He almost shrieked in fear when he raised a red lacy bra. What's that for? The girl scoffed and put out all the things on Atsumu's bed, showing him the stuff one by one. This, my dear, is your underwear. You can't go around wearing only your boxer, right? He looked down and touched his jiggly chest. Atsumu gulped. Technically she's not wrong, but he didn't know why she chose such a racy design and color. He's just going to school, so no need for lace and all those ribbons. His eyes darted to a white plastic thingy which seemed quite familiar. What's this? He took the thing and showed it to the girl in front of him. It's sanitary pad. What? But why? Atsumu quickly threw away the feminine products. Not like it's disgusting, but more because he's shocked. He rubbed his temple and looked at another products. What about this? That's tampon. Why did you bring all those things here? Time skip. Atsumu sat down, while hugging his knee in front of his teammates with sulky face. Really, it's not fair. Atsumu tightened his hoodie cap. He looked around in them because the size was too big on his now smaller body. Suna fought the urge to take a picture and send them as blackmail to Sakusa. Because he still cared too much about his well-being, he didn't want to get murdered. Well, who knew that today somehow Atsumu had 2 very protective men guarding him. Suddenly a ball was rolling towards him. Atsumu looked up and groaned when saw that annoying face. Oi, cheer up already. Atsumu frowned at the sight of his brother with ball in his hands. How could I when you guys are enjoying practice? He mumbled and played with the ball. All he did was collecting balls, like Ball Boy. Complained to Kita-san then. Osamu left again, as he could feel the stare from their captain. Atsumu gulped and looked wearily at his captain. As expected, Kita was looking at him with stoic expression. Without him saying anything, he knew the meaning behind those eyes. He must be saying something like you must rest for the day. Or something. Atsumu huffed and got up to help their manager to get water bottle because he's bored. Then he gave them to his members with a sullen face. He could see Suna snickered and mocking him, together with his brother. Atsumu glared at both men with menacing eyes. But he only got a sneer in return. Maybe his look wasn't intimidating at all after all. He watched the team cooling down inside again. It seemed all he did all day was sighing. Ugh, I want to practice. You can. Atsumu jolted in shock as he saw Kita standing beside him. Hey Kita-san, but you said. I never said you can't, just don't exhaust yourself, join us after school. Atsumu felt himself tear up as he heard Kita's words. He knew his captain was very caring towards the team. But he never realized the man was being considerate all this time. Kita-san. Before he said his gratitude, the men left already. Of course, typically Atsumu wasn't surprised anymore when he got used to it. I really am surprised when I heard the news this morning. Atsumu turned towards the man who was gulping down water beside him. Well, who wouldn't freak out if you suddenly turn into a girl? He thought, dumbfounded. Yeah, do you really grow your hair in a day? Yeah. Kinda. Atsumu touched his hoodie cap awkwardly. Luckily he resisted to wear skirts, Akira's uniform, to school. He didn't want to be mocked more by Suna and Osamu. Can you show us? Sure. He took off his hoodie. It's summer, so the air was quite humid. Atsumu turned towards his teammates when he heard a gasp. His eyebrows knitted when he saw those eyes were looking at him with a curious look. What? Why are you looking at me like that? You look good with long hair. Oh, thanks. I guess. Both Eren and Atsumu froze when they felt a menacing aura behind Amimi. Hey, Kita-sen? Samu. Osamu grabbed Amimi's shoulder with a hard grip and devilish smile. Don't ever think about making a move on my brother, Amimi-san. Kita didn't say anything, but Atsumu could feel the murderous gaze towards Amimi and the other teammates who look at him that way. Sometimes Kita felt like the mother of the group. I banned anyone from looking at Atsumu more than 3 seconds today. No one could talk to Atsumu without my permission. All the members, except Kita and Osamu, went silent with the absurdity of both men, while Suna silently capturing the moment. Atsumu sighed and shook his head. Well, there's nothing wrong to enjoy being pampered by his twin and his captain once in a while. It's very rare to see them getting all protective like that. Suddenly he remembered about his boyfriend. He forgot to check the reply from Sakusa because he's too overwhelmed by the gifts from Akira. Atsumu sighed, relieved that Sakusa didn't seem to notice his situation. He persistently asked Osamu to hide it as a secret between them, even though his twin wasn't keen on his idea. At least until he changed back miraculously. Atsumu typed good luck for your test today, love ya. And about to lock his phone screen. Suddenly his screen light up, he looked at it and blushed. Thanks, love you too. Said the reply. They're dating for about 4 months now, and he still couldn't believe Sakusa would sometimes surprise him by saying those words. Because at first he seemed to be very uncomfortable saying it out loud. Maybe 4 months with Atsumu changed him. Atsumu, let's go to class. Atsumu nodded and hid his reddened face. Now his twin was somehow always walked really close to him like a guardian. He didn't want to protest though, it's fun, and he felt loved. Atsumu got up and about to walk when he suddenly felt something on his pants. Oi. Atsumu. What's wrong? Osamu watched his brother's pale face with a worried expression. Samu, please check my back, I think I pissed myself. Osamu raised his eyebrows in disgust but complied anyway. How's it? Atsumu. What's it? Don't scare me like that. You're bleeding. Atsuma's eyes widened in shock. Meanwhile Osamu still thought that his brother was bleeding for real. Finally, Suna, the only sane person, came towards them and made a comment. He's not bleeding, he's in period. 1 second, 2 seconds. What?
That's all for this part 1. Don't forget to turn on the notification on my channel for the next video. Please subscribe and like the video if you haven't done it yet. See you in the next video.